Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So basically, as I said, when I think it was for July or August readings, I want to start uploading 2 readings per month for each of the signs. And why I like doing that is because I've decided with the Gypsy tarot spread, that's going to be a love spread for the month. And then you've got another reading now, which is the Celtic Cross, and the Celtic Cross is actually going to be your general meaning reading for the month. Okay, so the Gypsy will be the love spread and the Celtic will be the general one. Now I'm coming to you later in the month. This is a mid-month reading because I didn't have time to get it uploaded to you last month. So what we're going to do is I'll show you how it goes with this Celtic. I'll show you what I'm using. I'm using the Golden Tarot. Alright, now the Golden Tarot is a beautiful deck, and I haven't used this, before for the channel, because on some decks that I use, I just love the way that the artwork is, the thickness, the richness of these cards, absolutely adore that. And sometimes you just don't want to use that stuff, you just want to leave it and look at it. But basically, we're going to be using this because I think it's a really nice deck, and I think you guys should see it. The clarifier deck I'm using for this is the After Tarot, which is absolutely stunning. And what this does is it shows a situation after the fact. Alright, so the After Tarot will show the Two of Cups. This is the cover, Two of Cups here. And this shows what happens to the couple afterwards. Alright, so they're together. Alright, they're in a proper embrace. The Two of Cups usually, it's a nice card to get, but it's often a card that represents an agreement, or it represents a partnership. It's rooted in the idea of agreement, negotiation, pledge, promise. And it does usually, because its cups represent love. But really, it's a very weak card on its own in the Rider-Waite. So that card would actually represent maybe, with the Two of Cups, clinking of glasses, an agreement, getting to know someone, probably going on a date. But this actually, with the after effects of it, with it being the Two of Cups, on the actual box, sort of says, actually, we're together, we're in love, blah, blah, blah. So it shows you a moment after that first card on the Rider-Waite is taken. What it tends to show is, sorry a moment, I actually need to turn something off here. So it doesn't, I'm just going to turn my phone off real quick because I know that this has the likelihood to ring during a reading, and I don't want it to do that. So, yeah. So basically, we've got these 2 decks. And I only use the After Tarot for the future positions, Taurus, okay? So you're looking at the most likely outcome position, the immediate future position, the influences coming in, the hopes and fears, and the overall outcome, okay? So let's have a look what's going on for you guys in the month of the second half of August. So Universe Spirit, show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. What's happening for Taurus? Show me what's happening for Taurus. Show me what's happening for Taurus in the month of August, the last 2 weeks of August 2017. So 15th to the 31st of August. Show me what's happening. Show me what's happening. What's happening in August for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? What's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the last 2 weeks in August. Show me. And we'll use clarifiers from this deck as well. Taurus, okay, 1, 2, 3. We'll use clarifiers from this deck for the past and present positions. So what's the focus for the last 2 weeks in August for Taurus? Well, you got the 10 of Coins, that's nice. Focus usually, let me just move this over here so you guys can see properly. The focus with the 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins, should be on, big winnings, money. Usually when you get the 10 of Coins, you can't get it twisted though, because it is only coins. So sometimes when you get the 10 of Coins, it can be £10 or $10. It doesn't always mean massive, massive money. Seriously, I've done it. It can mean that you get 10 quid in or something, or you earn £10, or you're given £10 or $10 or something like that. But usually the 10 of Coins, because it's such a big money card, it does represent big money. And this 10 of Coins can also represent family situations, stable family home life, making big money, earning money, for example. The 10 of Coins can also represent. So sometimes, because it's coins, it does represent money, wealth, for example, abundance, legacies, inheritances as well, with this 10 of Coins showing up here. But also it represents the stability of the family, working towards a stable environment. or creating a stable environment with this Ten of Coins. Why have we got this? We're going to do the crossing card as to why this is the... Well, you've got the Queen of Swords. There might be something legal going on here, for example. Because I hope you guys can see that, because the sun is just starting to come out and put a lot of glare on the cards. I hate it when it does that. This apartment that I live in, I can't wait to move. It's just... There you go. The Queen of Swords is there. So, this is the reason why your focus is on the Ten of Coins. There might be... Either this could be a lawyer, she's usually a legal person, Queen of Swords is, but it could also be somebody around you potentially, and this would be a challenger. This would be somebody who's causing a few problems probably, because she holds a sword, so she can be a little bit cutting. So this might be somebody who is a problem around you, which is why the focus is on the Ten of Coins here. There might be some sort of dispute going on. What's the reason for the Ten of Coins? Well, the Nine of Coins is the reason for the Ten of Coins. So this is the root issue, the subconscious area that's leading to why you're focusing on this for the last 2 weeks. Well, the Nine of Pentacles is what you own. Okay, so it's the luxuries that you live in, it's the apartment that you live in, it's the things that you've built up around you, okay, as a person. Usually this would show somebody, for example, if they own a business, for example, somebody who might live on their own, somebody who might have all the trappings of wealth. You don't have to be rich to be a Nine of Coins person, but it shows a certain level of affluence, which is why the focus seems to be on this Ten of Coins. Family, possessions, family, money, but you've got the challenge or the crossing card for why this is showing as a Queen of Swords. So I'm just wondering if somebody's trying to take something, because this is, swords represent struggles a lot of the time. In the recent past, you guys, well, we've got another struggle card here, the Five of Swords. It might be that there's been some form of a dispute, but the problem with the Five of Swords is somebody's trying to take something from other people here, and they're achieving it. So I think that there's some form of a dispute, conflict, or something like that going on here with this Five of Swords in the recent past. The most likely outcome, Taurus, for the final 2 weeks in August is the Ace of Coins. You've got a lot of money around you, and the Ace of Coins represents to receive money. Okay, so I think this is a money situation, because we've got 3 money cards showing here. This is about money, material, wealth, possessions. You seem to have a challenger to this, which is why the focus might be on maintaining what you've got, because the Ten of Pentacles is also a card about maintenance of finances as well. And we've also got the recent past, some form of a challenge or conflict with that Five of Swords going on. What's going to come in the immediate future? Well, you've got excuse me, you got the Hanged Man, but it's showing as a reversal. So the Hanged Man reverse, in the upright, it represents things that are being released. Sometimes it can be something's being held in suspense, but I think that something here is quite awkward with this Hanged Man, and it's time just to step back and try and reevaluate the situation. It looks like there's something quite awkward here with this Hanged Man in the reverse happening in the immediate future. What is the root cause? Well, what is the external factors? Who are you guys in the game at the moment? Well, you're the Seven of Wands. You're fighting something. You're probably fighting some form of a dispute, which is why it's factoring through to the focus is on the family, money. Could be something legal. It looks like the root issue is the Nine of Coins. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to get your share, because this person has what they have, but it's on their own. This is what they possess. This is their own stuff. They're not sharing it when you've got the Nine of Coins here. It looks like there's some form of a dispute going on around this. It could be from a Queen of Swords, but the most likely outcome is the Ace of Coins. So the Ace of Coins is about receiving money, okay? Sometimes it's giving, usually in the reverse, but it can also, it just depends whether it's backed up by an aspected card that shows that you're paying something else, I guess. But this shows the Ace of Coins, and the Ace of Coins is to receive something. You might be waiting a long time for something here. We've got this Hanged Man reverse. It does look like you're battling something here, because this is the card of a struggle here. Standing your ground, trying to be confident, trying to be assertive and determined. What's coming in for you guys? Well, you've got the Six of Wands. There's a victory coming in for you guys, Taurus. Should be in the last 2 weeks of August. Let's have a look at what your hopes or fears are. Well, your hopes are, I think, with this Fool card, to overcome this situation. The Fool is all about a new beginning. It's all about a fresh start. So I think that you'd like to make a fresh start. And what's the outcome as a result? Well, there you go, the Page of Cups. Page of Cups shows an offer coming in. So I think there's some form of an offer. It's got to do with this Ace of Coins here. Alright, there's some form of a dispute here, just looking at the sort of legal cutting card of the Queen of Coins. there's something about what you own. This is what you own here, because it's the Nine of Pentacles. It's leading to the Ten of Pentacles. The focus is on something around the family, I feel. I feel that what you own here in the recent past, it's led to some form of a dispute. Somebody might have been trying to take something from you. And it could be that this challenger is the Queen of Swords. You seem to be, the most likely outcome is the Ace of Cups. You're receiving something here. The Hanged Man is in the reverse. Alright, so I think that potentially it's difficult with the Hanged Man, because even in the upright it can either mean that you're holding on to something, or it can mean that you're in suspense. But I think that this is something in the immediate future that says that there's some form of this situation. I don't know what to call this, whether it's going to be coming to a close, or whether you're going to be holding on, or whether there's some sort of legal or difficult kind of situation that needs to be taken a step back from and sort of, you know, reevaluated with this in the reverse. You do have a victory coming in here. Your hopes will be for a fresh start, and we can see an invitation here with the Page of Cups. Let's have a look at what the Seven of Wands is about. So this is where the readings can actually change up, Taurus. So let's have a look at what that Seven of Wands is about. What is the Seven of Wands about? What is the Seven of Wands about? Show me. Well, justice, yeah. I think this is a legal situation, because I think that you guys here are struggling here. You seem to be struggling against many people pointing fingers at you. So I think that you've got some form of detractors here, and it's because of justice. You want justice. I think this is possibly something legal. Let's have a look at what this Nine of Coins is about for Taurus. What is the Nine of Coins about? What is the Nine of Coins about for the final 2 weeks of August? What is the Nine of Coins about? Well, it's about a Queen of Wands. Now, you're not the Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands is somebody who, sometimes this is a decision, waiting on a judicial decision when you get the Queen of Wands energy showing up. So, also the Queen of Wands is somebody who's quite confident as well, alright? Somebody who's very attractive, somebody who can attract stuff in. So it could be that you're the Nine of Pentacles. The root issue is the Nine of Pentacles. It's something to do about maybe your earnings, or it could be about something that you own, the material stuff. It could be about your apartment where you live with the Nine of Coins, and that's because of the Queen of Wands. And that's interesting with this Queen of Wands. I think that you're confident enough, or you're assertive enough maybe to hold on to whatever this thing is, because you've had some form of a conflict here with the Five of Swords. Let's have a look at what this conflict is about. Let's have a look at what this conflict is about. Let's have a look. Show me. The Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups represents some choices that need to be made. So maybe there's some form of dispute going on here with this Five of Swords. Alright, and it could be around choices, because you've got the choice card of the Seven of Cups, or things that need to be put into order with the Seven of Cups energy showing up here. That's interesting, that card is. Your challenge is the Queen of Swords. Let's have a look at why your challenge is the Queen of Swords, Taurus, in the month of the last 2 weeks of August. Let's have a look. Because of a judgment. There you go. There's a person around you that's possibly making a judgment. It might be a legal person. It might be somebody that's very close to you in the family. And that's why, in the present, the focus for the next 2 weeks will be the Ten of Coins. Let's have a look at why the focus for the next 2 weeks is the Ten of Coins. Let's have a look. Because of the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands can often mean a decision that needs to be made. Do we go left? Do we go right? With the Two of Wands energy. So it looks to me like you guys are fighting something. What are you fighting? You're fighting justice. It might be something legal. The root energy is a Nine of Coins. So this is something about what you own. And it's because of a Queen of Wands. I don't know whether this person's against the situation or not, for example. The Queen of Wands would usually show up as a creative individual, or somebody who's a manager or a boss or that type of thing. In the recent past, you might have had some disputes. I don't know whether you're the winner or the loser here with this Five of Swords, but it's around some form of choices that need to be made. The challenge is you've got a person here, a Queen of Swords. They seem to be making some form of a judgment on the situation here, Taurus, in which your focus for the month is the Ten of Coins. And this could be family money, or it could be big money, or some major resources here. It looks like a direction needs to be found in terms of this with the Two of Wands. The most likely outcome will be, we need to use these other cards. The most likely outcome for the month will be the Ace of Coins. And we're going to see why we've got the Ace of Coins as the most likely outcome. Why is the Ace of Coins the most likely outcome for Taurus in the last 2 weeks of August? Show me. Well, because of the Empress. And it's good in a way because you're not waiting here. So there should be something that maybe comes in immediately. An Ace of Coins often means money. Now you'll notice on the After Tarot, she's given birth. So it says to me that this happens fairly quickly for some of you guys. Sometimes the Empress card can mean that you're waiting for something here. Because she's 9 months pregnant. So sometimes that can mean that you're waiting 9 months, you're waiting a while. So I think that because she's given birth, I think this Ace of Coins is coming in because something's being resolved here with this Empress energy showing because she's given birth on this After Tarot. I want to have a look why you'll experience the Hanged Man in reverse. Why will Taurus experience the Hanged Man in the reverse? It could be something of an awkward situation, actually. Well, no, it's good. Because of the Three of Cups here. So I think that something is nearing its conclusion. It must be with this Hanged Man being reversed. Because the Hanged Man in the upright can either mean that you release and surrender, or it can mean that you hold on and there's a time of suspense. So I feel in the reverse, if we go with the line of the upright being the time of suspense, it might be that something now is actually being released with this being reversed because the Hanged Man is now upright and it's being clarified by a happy scene of the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration here. Something might be being released to you here, and you do have victory coming in. Why do we have the Six of Wands as victory coming in? Why is the victory card showing up? Six of Wands for Taurus coming in. Because of the Chariot. So it looks like you can relax a little bit. On this Charioteer card, the Charioteer in the After Tarot, usually in the tarot card that goes before this, what this represents is somebody who's trying to keep a hold of certain energies. So they're going left and they're going right, but what they want to do is go forward and they're trying to control the situation, opposing situation that they're dealing with. Here on the After Tarot, this person's fairly relaxed. So I think that you've got a victory coming in because whatever it is that was keeping you kind of not stagnant, but keeping you from actually moving forward, I think that the obstacle actually is being released here. You've got the Fool as your hopes or fears, but it's your hope. Let's have a look at why your hope would be the Fool. Why is the hopes the Fool for Taurus? Why are the hopes the Fool for Taurus? Show me. Because of the Ten of... What is this? The Ten of Swords. So it's recovery. So you're hoping for a fresh start, new beginning, because there's a recovery now. I think that you're over the worst. You can see on this Ten of Swords, the guy's being taken off. All right, okay. He's probably dead because he's got a sword laying across him. But the situation is done, dusted and completed, as it were. And the outcome shows us the Page of Cups. Let's have a look why we've got the outcome as the Page of Cups. Why have we got the outcome as the Page of Cups? Because of the Six of Cups. So I think that you're able to leave. Possibly, you got on this card that these children are leaving this past situation. They're leaving the buckets behind. Okay, so it's almost like it's leaving the past behind, if that makes sense. So often these cards are like the reversals that you would get if you're going to use a reversal. So I think that the past is being left behind here, which is why you've got this Page of Cups. Page of Cups shows up because you're being made some form of an offer here in the outcome, and that's because the past is being left behind. Whatever this dispute was, I think it's being left behind now. I think there's an agreement that's coming in for some of you. Let's go through the reading again, Taurus, for the last 2 weeks in August. You guys are trying to hold on here. You might have some struggles with others going on. It's a Seven of Wands. It seems to be because of justice, a decision or a legal decision that needs to be made here with the Justice energy. The root energy is the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is about what we have. So it's about our possessions, it's about our homes, but that's because of the Queen of Wands. It might be that you're determined and confident enough, for example. You might be the Queen of Wands to hold on to it, and might be another person involved here. You've got in the recent past, there has been some form of a dispute going on. You might have felt that you're lost, for example, but that's because of the Seven of Cups. Maybe there was a choice that was made on something here with the Seven of Cups. Maybe there's something that needs to be put into order. But you do have, Taurus, a challenger, and it's a Queen of Swords. Could be a legal person, for example, like a lawyer who's making a judgment. For example, you do have a legal card. King, Queen of Swords, they're usually lawyers making a judgment here, which is why your focus is on, or there's somebody around you who's being quite difficult, I think, with this Queen of Swords making a judgment on a situation. Which is why the focus for the month will be on, I think that this is maybe family possessions or something like that with the Ten of Pentacles. It could also be a work situation here. And that's because of the Two of Wands. There's a decision that needs to be made. Which direction is this thing going to go in? what you'll find is that you should, with the Ace of Pentacles, be receiving something. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It represents to receive money or an opportunity, okay? And that's because the waiting time is over here with the Empress energy. I think something is actually coming to a climax here with the Hanged Man in the reverse, which is because you've got a victory, a happiness coming to you, a celebration around this situation. You've got the Six of Wands showing up for your Taurus. It shows that you're coming into some form of a victory. And that's because of the Chariot. I think some form of an obstacle has been released. It's been moved out of the way. You've got your hopes as being to make a fresh start, because I feel that a situation is now over with this Ten of Swords. It might be that this Queen of Swords, because this is the same suit, has had to admit defeat, whoever this person is. And the outcome is showing as some form of offer coming to you guys, Page of Cups, because I feel that whatever this thing was with this Six of Cups, the children are running away now. They're taking flight from their playtime, from the past, from childish things. Things are being put away. You know, the past is being left behind. Okay? So, yeah, I think that this is what's happening here. I think you're going to have victory in some form of a dispute that you guys have been going through. And it should, for some of you, occur within the next 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of August 2017. That's your reading, guys. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Bye-bye.